what's behind your involvement in startup, your work? What's your why?
I have lots of different whys, I think.
Okay, what's your why behind Code School, Envy Labs, Starter Studio?
Well, for Code School, really, it's about creating the most effective way to learn something online. And being really innovative, and we're really innovative in the way that we do that, right? Innovation happens at the combination of disciplines. And when you look at how we create educational content, it's taking all these different disciplines, from instructional design to illustrative design to videography to technology. It's just so many different disciplines into one form to create this masterpiece of content, to get people that say, I didn't get it, and then I took your course, and then I got it.
Yeah, especially with something like coding, right?
That feels really good to me. It also feels really good to, create a work environment where people feel safe and they love what they do. And people at Code School, we love what we do, and it doesn't feel like a job. I don't want to feel like I have a job.
Yeah. It's your life.
Yeah. I get to go in and do what I love on a subject that changes lives and affects people. What could be more gratifying than that? So, yeah.
So your advice for other people that are...
I guess I like providing. That drives me.
You like providing?
Yeah. I like to provide that work environment and provide a work atmosphere where people love what they do and they feel safe where they are and are happy.
Is that surprising to you that part is as much of energy for you as the whole making learning simple?
I'm learning this slowly but surely. It's really interesting, because there's that one management people side, right? And that management people side is also the same side that's like, oh my God, I'm done. I've had enough meetings for the day.
I don't want to see a humanoid again.
Right. Versus the side where it's like, oh, I want to do hard things and create. Really, the providing for people and the management is also the same side that gets tired of all the meetings. Versus the creative and the innovative side. So there's got to be a good balance. But I think both of those drive me pretty well.
I just saw Paul Graham's old article that he wrote in 2009 about makers' managers' schedule. And he talks about this whole thing that makers, when they were at Y Combinator, makers need 4-hour half-day chunks.
Oh, yeah.
And managers work on time versus events. And it's all hours. And those of us that are creators, we have to have this maker schedule, early, these big blocks of time.
Right.
And then for people, you need a different kind of schedule.
Right. And that reminds me of this thing that's important to know, which is, it's the management versus craftsman, right? And so many developers, as they go further in the career, not just developers, creatives in general, as they go further in the career, sometimes they get pushed into management positions, and that's just not the right direction for them, right? They're in companies where the only way to move up is to be in charge of more people, which is horrible.
But they move out of their passion and their sweet spot.
Or they feel like they have to in order to, climb up the ladder, and that's bad, right? They're always in companies, and including ours, we're also really sensitive to that idea that there needs to be a craftsman path, right? So I use the word craftsman as in, it's a discipline like programming or art or, it could be human resources, right? And you're just focusing on that and getting better at that. And there needs to be a way for you to graduate from, junior to mid-level to senior to master in that craft without necessarily having more leadership or having more management.
Yeah.